Alright, let's talk a little bit about some tricks you can do to get more subs. Some tricks you can do to possibly get more subs, because I don't know if these tricks are 100% efficient, effective, if they work. I have no idea. All I know is once I started doing them, that's when I started seeing a difference in my channel. I don't have that many subs. Let's just get that out the way now. I got a little bit over 2,000 subs, but I can say without a doubt that once I started doing these tricks, I started seeing myself getting more subs. It worked for me, it could work for you, so I figured I'm gonna go ahead and just share these 5 tricks that I started doing, and I got to 2,000 subs. It's not a lot, but I can possibly help you get to 1,000 subs. I can't help you get to 10,000, obviously, but I could possibly help you get to 1,000. And for me, if I could help you out, even if I can help you get even 1 sub, that would make me happy, actually. So without further ado, actually, before we get started, let me just say real quick that in the description, after I upload the video, I'll go through it and see the different times of when I get to each trick, and I'll put it in the description. That way, if you want to, just skip through the video and just hear what the 5 tips are, then you can do that. You can just skip through it and hear all 5 tips. But if you want to hear the explanation, I'm going to explain each single one, so you get a better understanding of it. But if you don't want to hear those explanations and you just want to get the 5 tips and then move on, I will put that stuff in the description. I'll probably put it in a pinned comment too. That way, whichever one works best for you. Just as you can see, I'm all over the place, and I'm this way with all my videos. So if I can make it to 1,000 subs, anybody can. And I mean, I don't picture myself ever making it to 10,000 subs, but if I do, then whatever I'm doing differently, I will make a video on that too. If I ever make it to 10,000 subs, I don't see it happening, but anyways, so trick number 1. And I'm going to get the craziest one out the way, because when I say this, people are going to be like, are you serious? Yes, I am serious. Trick number 1, use borderline clickbait thumbnails and titles. Oh yeah, wait, what? Clickbait? Yes, clickbait. No, borderline clickbait. And this one is the main one that I'm positive about, because I actually, by the way, all 5 of these tricks, I did not come up with these. I got this from other YouTube videos. I watched videos like 2 years ago because I was trying to get tips and tricks and advice, and this is the stuff I came up with, and these are the ones that work the best for me. And this particular one right here, I got it from a YouTuber who is currently just under 1 million subs. So based off that alone, I would say that he probably knows what he's talking about. And he said, yes, use clickbait. And everybody was like, what? Clickbait? And he was like, yeah, clickbait. But it has to be legit clickbait. So you want your thumbnails and your title, you want that to entice people when they see it, because the first thing people see is your thumbnail, and then the second thing people see is probably going to be your title. But usually people look at the picture. So when people see that picture, you want them to look at that picture and be like, dang, I need to click on this video. So my particular channel, as you can see, you probably see some gameplay playing right now while I'm talking. It's because I run a gaming channel, so that's why you see the gaming. But anyways, so there's a game that I cover on my channel, right? And the characters in the game, they have stats like attack, defense, speed, all that good stuff. So if I made a video about how to raise the speed of a character, it's gonna be true, but I'm gonna make it kind of clickbaity. I'll show a picture of whichever character it is, and I know it's gonna be somebody popular in the game, and it'll have all their stats, but the speed stat, the number for their speed, I will edit it and boost it up like crazy. It's probably supposed to be 3,000, but I'll make it 20,000, and then people are gonna see that 20,000, and I'm like, oh dang, he managed to get the speed that high. Let me click on this and see how to do that. So technically it's clickbait, because once you go into the game, you're never actually going to see the number hit 20,000. You're never going to actually see it. But technically it's also true, because even though you don't actually see the speed hit that high, that 3,000, there's stuff you can do in the game to get it up to like 10,000. Then there's a thing in there that doubles it, so it's gonna hit 20,000. But you're never gonna actually see that picture of the character with 20,000 as their speed. You're never gonna actually see it. But when you're actually playing, you can actually do it. So does that make sense? Do you see how it's clickbait, but it's also not, because it's true? That's what you want. You want it to be clickbait, but you want it to be true. You don't want to have a video about cats playing, but in the thumbnail and in the title, you're like, big pit bull comes in and demolishes 2 cats while they're in the middle of playing, and then they watch the video and it's 2 cats playing, and then a pit bull who grew up with them jumps in, and all of a sudden they're all playing together. You know what I mean? So yeah, you want it to be clickbait, but you want it to be true. And if you actually go through my channel and you look at all my thumbnails, most of my thumbnails, you'll notice I put a big red arrow in like every single. My thumbnails are amateur as crap. Let me just be blunt about it. They're very noob-like. But the thing is, they kind of work, obviously they don't work that well, but they work, you know, to a degree. I put a big arrow and I have it pointing to whatever it is I want. The main thing I want people to look at in that picture that I think is gonna drag them into the video, I put a big red arrow pointing at it. That because you're not gonna miss a big old arrow when you're going through the list of YouTube videos. You're gonna see that big red arrow. You're gonna see what it's pointing to, and if it's pointing to something that you think is exciting for you, that you want to see, then you're probably gonna click on it. So if you go through my videos, you'll look at it and you'll be like, oh yeah, I see what he means. This fool puts a big red arrow in almost everything. What the So, oh man, this is actually getting pretty long. I might split this into 2 parts. I'm gonna be honest, I might do that because this is actually getting pretty long. So number 2, stick to one idea. Stick to only one topic. If you have a gaming channel, stick to one game. If you have a channel about cooking, stick to cooking. What the? Alright, I kind of figured that because I run a gaming channel, so it's a lot easier for me to talk about gaming, and I'm trying to add other stuff in here because I know it's not going to just be people doing gaming channels who look at these kind of videos, so dang. I didn't realize it was going to be this hard. But anyways, stick to one idea. It's going to be kind of harsh for me to say this, but it's true. Most of your subs are not sub to you for you. Most of the people sub to you are sub to you for your content. And if your content is skipping all over the place, people, they don't like that. I mean, most people. I mean, yeah, let me just be, from my personal experience, people don't like that. Literally, I started doing this game called Hero Coliseum, for those of you that don't know, and that's when I started seeing more subs, and I kept sticking to that because I was getting a pretty decent amount of subs. I mean, obviously not a decent amount, but you know, I was getting subs. I actually started, or I didn't start, I've been doing this since the beginning of my channel. I'll stick to one main thing, but I would constantly throw in other games or just other random things, period. And I noticed I have 2,000 subs, right? But if I throw in a different game or something different completely, I'll probably get like 200 views. That's about 10% of my subs, right? 90% of my people, they don't care about anything else I want to talk about. They don't care about anything else I want to do with my channel. They really don't care. And it's not just me. If you go to even YouTubers who have millions of subs, if you go through their channel, their most popular series will always have millions of views, but then their random videos of whatever it is they do that has nothing to do with the most popular series they have, somebody will have 4 million views, but yet these little random videos will have 500,000, 200,000. So it's not just us small channels that are like this. Even the big channels are like this. Your subs, most of your subs, they do not care about you. I mean, that sounds really harsh to say that, but like it's honestly, it's true. It's really true. There's this one channel, I don't remember who it was, but he had tons and he had like millions of subs, and suddenly he started playing Fortnite because Fortnite, I hate Fortnite, but a lot of people love it. A lot of people love it. So he started playing Fortnite, and I couldn't believe it. I was going through, I don't even remember how I ended up on that video. How did I even end up on that video? But anyways, a lot of comments. People were like, oh, turns out I just like the content, but now that you're doing Fortnite, I'm gonna unsub. And there was, now let me just say that not that many people unsubbed, because he still had just as many subs as he been had, but obviously he had like 4.5 million, and I guess now he has like 4.4 million probably. So a lot of people did unsub, but not everybody, you know what I mean? So it's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but still there were so many comments of people who were like, screw this guy, and I'm like, dang, You stay subbed to him for so long, and now suddenly because he switched games, you bounce on him. Well, that's the harsh reality, is people are not here for you. Most of them are not here for you. So in conclusion to this trick, stick to one thing. Find something that people are actually finding interest in and stick to it. Once you get to a certain number of subs, then you can start throwing in other things, you can start testing out other things. But to start off with, in my own personal experience, I'm not saying that this stuff actually works. I'm not. It might not work for you. It might not, but it worked for me. So that's why I'm throwing it out there for you guys to try it out to see if it does work for you. Stick to one thing. Try to find, like, experiment with different things. Then once you finally find something that's actually catching people's attention, try to stick to that thing. Hopefully it's something that you can, continue to make videos on. Hopefully it's not something that would be like a one-shot thing. Like something on the news, whatever people hear about the news today, they're not going to care about it tomorrow, you know what I mean? So hopefully it's not something like that. Hopefully you find something that you can continue to make videos on and try it out. Try sticking to one thing and see how that helps you out as far as getting subs, because for me it worked, trust me. Like, my channel wasn't getting no freaking subs, and then I found this one game that just started working, and I was like, hey, let's stick to it, let's keep going. And sure enough, I got 2,000 subs now. Like I said, it's not a lot, but it's something, you know what I mean? It's a starting point. Number 3, upload often. Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys already heard this one. I'm pretty sure you have. This one, in my own personal experience, this one is true. Like I said, all these tricks are not ones I've come up with myself. I heard these in other videos. I don't remember the last 4 ones. There's only 5. So the first one, I know exactly who I got that one from. I know exactly who I got from. The rest of them, I don't remember. This was like 1 or 2 years ago, closer to 2 years ago, when I actually went through and watched videos about these things. So one of the tricks that I heard was upload often. If you can upload every single day, do that. If you can't, if you can upload every other day, if you can't, then every 3 days, then every 4 days, every 5 days, every week, whatever it is you can do, you should do it. If you have to upload once a week, by all means, upload once a week. It's okay. There's YouTubers with millions of subs who upload once a week. Some of them do once every 2 weeks. Somebody told me that there's one YouTuber who uploads like once a month, but they get millions of views every single time they upload. I don't know who that is, but that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. But I do know from personal experience, when I used to upload, I don't think I've ever uploaded daily, but I used to upload like every other day or maybe every 3 days. Whenever I used to upload often, I would more often than not see people start subbing. Whenever I upload like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I've been doing that a lot lately because I'm just really busy. I mean, I work 50 hours a week, Monday through Friday, 50 hours, not 40 hours, because I'm off. I work 10-hour shifts, and I'm off Wednesdays, but I've been working Wednesdays, so I get 10 hours overtime. Anyways, so I work Monday through Friday, 10 hours each day. And then on the weekends, I have my kids. And then I have other stuff in between. I'm fairly busy. I'm not too busy to, I could throw in the time, but I would just be, these videos, they can take it out of you. If you upload every single day and you got other stuff going on, like, these videos can actually take it out of you. Honestly, they can. So anyways, during the times that I upload often, like every day or every other day or every 3 days, I would more often than not see myself getting more subs, because you can see your sub count, and I can see it going up and down. I can definitely see it going down. That crap hits you hard. Every time you see somebody unsubbed, you're like, dang, that really sucks. But honestly, I'm just grateful that somebody gave me the chance. If somebody subbed to me and then later they're like, you know what, I actually don't like this guy, hey, that's fine. At least you gave me the chance. But anyways, whenever I would upload often, I would see that number go up, constantly going up. Whenever I would make a video like every week, or especially every 2 weeks, I see that number go down. I see it go down all the time, actually, and it kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. From personal experience, though, I can tell you that when you upload more often, you definitely get more subs, because people, if they like you and they like your content, they want to constantly see it. It's like, a TV show. If your TV show, it comes on every day at the same time, you're there every day at that same time to see it, you know what I mean? Even the TV shows that come out like once a week, it's a new episode every week, you hate that you have to wait a week, but if it's good enough, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait, and then when it comes out, I'm there to watch it. But as you probably know yourself, those waiting that whole week for a new episode really sucks. I read comic books, you know, mangas and stuff, and that stuff takes like, each issue takes like a month to come out. I would stop reading a comic book because it takes a month for the next one to come out, and then after you read that one, you gotta wait another month. I actually stopped reading those because of that. Like, it sucks waiting a whole freaking month. It gets to the point where I'll wait like a whole freaking year, and then suddenly I'll just remember it, and I'll be like, oh cool, let me go check that out and see what's all new in there, and then I got like 12 issues to read, and it's like, hey, I got 12 issues, I'm back, you know. I don't think that would happen with your channel. I don't think anybody's gonna, like, if you're once a month, I don't think people, well, like I said earlier, apparently there's somebody who does upload once a month, but they have millions of subs, and their subs are really loyal. They must have really good content. They must have really good quality. That's a big thing, by the way. You need to have good, that's actually one of my next points, which I'm gonna do in the next video, because this video is getting really long, and if you made it this far, hey, I appreciate that, because I feel like I'm just rambling. I hope that I'm actually giving you pretty good advice here, because I feel like I'm just rambling, but this is stuff that actually worked for me. So just a quick recap. 1, borderline clickbait thumbnails and titles. Believe me, it might sound like, oh, that's messed up, but it's really not. It's, as long as you're being truthful with what you're saying in your thumbnails and your titles, it's an amazing thing. It does help you get more subs, in my personal experience anyways. That's number 1. So number 2, stick to one idea, or at least try to stick to one idea. I don't even do this, so I guess I sound a little bit like a hypocrite, but for the most part, I do stick to one idea. Every once in a while, I'll throw in something new, and I'm telling you, every time I throw something new in, it doesn't get that much views. It doesn't matter what it is. So, because the people who sub to me, they're sub to me for that one game that I'm constantly doing. That's what they're sub to me for. They don't care about the other stuff. I'm just being honest. Most of them don't care. So, try to stick to one idea and see if that works for you or not. Number 3, upload as often as you can. Don't overwork yourself. If you can't do it every single day, really don't do it. Honestly, do not do it. Because I feel like it takes the fun out of it. A lot of the big YouTubers, I've heard all of them say this. If you're gonna do YouTube, do not do it because you want money. Do it for the fun of it. Because if you do it for the money and you start making an actual job out of it, before it actually becomes a job in itself, if you try to force it into a job, you're going to be miserable. I've heard a lot of them say it, and it's probably true, because I can tell for myself that if I don't feel like uploading a video, I don't do it. I'm like, I am not going to force myself to do it. If you force yourself to do it, I feel like it shows. If you're forcing yourself and you're making yourself miserable trying to get these videos out, I feel like it'll actually show in your videos. And that actually goes into point number 4, which I'm not going to get into right now. I'm going to get into that in the next video, because this is actually getting really long. I'll be shocked if anybody made it this far. If you made it this far, hey, leave a comment if you did and be like, yeah, I made it this far. You're lucky I made it this far. That'll make my day if I hear that in a comment, or if I see that in a comment. I obviously can't hear it, but yep. So, that's it for this video. Please like it if you like it, and you do not subscribe if you want more of this kind of stuff, because this is probably the one and only time. If I ever reach 10,000 subs, I will make another video like this, but if that happens, that'll be 10 or 20 years from now, so don't expect another video no time soon. Do not sub for this stuff. I have a gaming channel. If you're interested in the game that I do, then yeah, please sub. But if not, I appreciate you checking out the video. Please like it if you like it, and I will have part 2 up as soon as possible. Hopefully in the same day. I doubt that's gonna happen, because it is almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I just got off work like 3 hours ago. I worked till 2 in the morning, so if I don't have this video up right away, then by the date of this video, the very next day, the part 2 should be up. So, alright y'all, I'm out.